So I want to talk to you about who could win this quote unquote AI race. A lot of these things we see as AI are large language models. And since there's not a strict definition for AI, I still remain a bit skeptical as to how to classify artificial intelligence. So we'll say the large language model race, just to be a bit more precise. Now there's 4 companies, as you may not be aware of, or may be aware of. We have OpenAI, Anthropic, Microsoft, and also Google. Now there are definitely other companies out there that are doing brilliant things that have wonderful models, but I'm going to focus on these 4 since these 4 tend to be the biggest. I'm starting with OpenAI for one reason, because I believe they belong 4th in the whole AI race of things. Now, why do I think OpenAI is in 4th position? Well, some of the reasons might surprise you. I did a series of shorts about Sam Altman and OpenAI, covering a bit about their finances, some of the scandals they're going through, and some of the bottlenecks. Now, these bottlenecks are felt by most of these AI companies at the moment. But in particular, I picked OpenAI as going 4th because they've got legal battles at the moment. They've got legal battles with Elon Musk and also potentially with Microsoft. They have a number of scandals going on. Now, scandals don't have any effect on the models themselves, but it gives you an idea of their positioning and the company, how it's put together. And also, I put OpenAI 4th because mainly their financials. Something's not adding up. For me, it seems like they've grown too quickly, too fast. They don't have any infrastructure and they don't have any good distribution methods. Now, when I talk about distribution, I mean how they get the models to you. So if you think of distribution in terms of, for instance, Google have search, they have Gmail, they also have Google Docs. You can embed AI into these things. These are ways of distributing the models to you. In terms of infrastructure, OpenAI don't own any infrastructure. They rent their computing from Microsoft. So every time they train a model, they pay Microsoft. That's a downside. No distribution. So how do they get the model to you? You need to download the application in order to get the model to you. So other companies don't necessarily need to rely on the model to, make profit. But OpenAI is in a sticky situation. Now, especially with the potential lawsuit from Microsoft, this can cause big problems because Microsoft have invested a lot of money into OpenAI. And it doesn't make sense for Microsoft to continue using OpenAI's model, which is what they're doing at the moment. So this is the reason why I'm going to put OpenAI as number 4. Now, don't get me wrong, they do have absolutely brilliant brand recognition. When most people think of AI, they think of ChatGPT. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Now, that's one thing they have done well, is that they have been first to market and have really pushed the limits of large language models. Now, large language models go back to the 1950s, so it's nothing new. It's not a new technology that they've got necessarily. So they do have that in their favour. Although, being first to market and also having great brand awareness does not mean that you will succeed. And I always use the example of Netscape. Now, when Netscape came along, they were far more superior than than Explorer. What did Microsoft do? Microsoft put Internet Explorer inside of all of their PCs, which then meant that they had distribution locked down. They don't even need to have a superior product. All they need to do is make sure that they get to where you are first. And that literally caused the destruction of Netscape. So I like to use the Netscape analogy when I'm thinking about OpenAI and about their future as well. I think you have also some issues around the company's setup and its fragility in terms of finances. That's one thing to think about. And also the investment. The investment is really in Sam Altman, which is the CEO. And if he goes, sort of OpenAI goes, because he is OpenAI. It's like thinking of, I don't know, Manchester United without Alex Ferguson. Look what happened after. But one thing I would say actually in its benefit as well, they have lots of different models and they tend to release their models very quickly, straight to market. They get the users on board very quickly. But like I said, I don't think that's enough really to win this LLM race. See what I did there? LLM race. We need more than that. You know, you really do need to have infrastructure and distribution. So that's why I'm going to put my phone. Sorry about that. That's why I'm going to put OpenAI at number 4. Next, I'll be talking about Anthropic and the reason why I think Anthropic belongs at number 3. So if you want to hear more, like, comment and subscribe. I've got much more longer form content coming out. I won't be just talking about AI, talking about software, tech in general, also keeping up with the news and seeing what's going on. So there's lots to come. So first of many.